Alright, so what I'm going to do is put another observation aquarium hive right here on this table from this top bar nuke. Well, it's actually a bait hive I just picked up at an apartment complex. So I'm going to get them out of this tub, put them in this aquarium, and then there's the cover for them. I gathered handfuls of bees gently off this comb that's on the outer part of this nuke, so I can start cutting them out and putting them on these old stabbers I have for top bar hives and placing them in. And then I gotta open the inside and see what's going on in there. So quite an operation, but they'll be better off in the long run, that's for sure. Alright, I got a handful of them and the queen was in the batch. Where did she go? Where did she go? Where did she go? She hightailed it pretty quick. Grab the camera and everything disappears. So anyway, the queen's in there. She was on the outside of the in this batch over here of bees. She's probably on the wall over there. So anyway, the queen made it in from the bait hive. Oh, I see her down there at the bottom. Look at her. There she is. How cool is that? Alright, good deal. This is all the comb I have cut out so far and put on the stabbers. I don't ever really deal with top bar removals or top bar hives that much anymore. It's just they're a little bit more difficult to deal with. That's all I have cut out from the outside so far. Alright, let me continue. At least I know I have the queen. So oddly, they did not build inside. There's a few of them in there, but they didn't build any comb. And they kept it outside. Quite unbelievable. But hey, you know, with bees you can only suggest things sometimes and then they're going to go ahead and do what they're going to do. They had a perfectly good inside, you know, sheltered area, and they chose to build on the outside. Amazing. Alright, so all this looks like chaos right now, but it's going to settle in just fine. And there's all the comb I cut out from the side and placed on the stabbers that I still have laying around. So I'm almost done, and then I can put the cover on top that's over there. And they're going to be just fine. Alright, I'm done. So, as you see, I have this screened-in porch right in here, so I have this observation hive right, you know, where people can be protected and look in there, so I can homeschool my little conspiracy theorists, you know, on the life cycle of bees. I have to make sure their tinfoil hats are affixed really good before they come out here and look at this. But there you go. Too much glare. I'm going to go ahead and leave that side open completely, and they'll be protected from the sun over there. And the way I designed it originally, it had this whole side closed off, but I've found that it works better this way, and also we have a constant way to view them like this. Time to inspect this cutout I did yesterday. Have no idea if the queen's in here or not, but we're about ready to find out. I'm going to see if they're raising queens yet, which it may be too early for that, and perhaps give them some honeycomb. You know, feed it back to them, strap it into frames with rubber bands. All right. All right, so here's a frame I took out from the apartment cutout. I haven't seen the queen yet, but look how vigorous their population is, and they're already covering the comb and repairing it and attaching it, and hopefully I see the queen in here. If not, I'll give them supplies to raise a new one, but I sure would like this queen. It was a rather intrusive removal, you know, with how far I had to reach back, and kind of got messy. So this is one where I'm not likely to see the queen, but they'll be all right, either with their original genetics or genetics they raise with a future queen. All right, let me look on a couple of these other frames. All right, I gave them honey supplies and put a frame of eggs in there from another colony that's I deem as good genetics. And if the queen is not in there, they'll raise a new one, theoretically, and most likely. Good show.